One or two more minutes. I'm trying to get Kailash ji to join.
Okay. So while we're waiting for Kailash ji, I'll ask Muralidharan ji and Nihal ji to introduce to the group. They are our assessors from Sydney, Australia.
कहाँ है मुरली जी?
नमस्ते जी, निहाल जी, आप जाइए first.
हाँ, after
Hello,
you.
hello Murli.
Hello there. After you, Nihal ji.
Oh, okay. So my name is Nihal Agar. I have been associated with Hindu Council for the last 10-15 years. I am a retired professor and have been living in Australia for last 54 years. Thank you. That's all.
Namaste everyone. My name is Muralidharan and I've been in Australia for more than 43 years and very much engaged in the community services over the last 30 years, including meeting Kailash ji at ThaiCon and Thai Global. I've been part of Thai Sydney for a number of years, still a member. Used to be a president for 6 years and also been associated with the local temple, Sri Venkateshwara Temple, Helensburgh, and also been a volunteer on and off with the Hindu Council.
So, Namaskar, my name is Gaurav Rastogi, and I will be opening today's meeting. I welcome you all formally to this introductory meeting and the orientation session for the Counselor of Hindu Tradition course. We begin this session as well as all our classes with our traditional opening prayer. I'm going to bring that up on the screen and then we will chant it. I'm going to mute everyone beforehand so that there's no echo on the line. If you do need to speak, you can raise your hand and I can call your name out. That'll make it a little more structured and allow us to hear everyone's perspective. I'm going to bring up the opening prayers. This is a traditional opening prayer for all our classes. So in order to pray together or engage together, please sit comfortably. We're going to bring our attention in. So sit comfortably in any posture, sitting with your back straight. Back, neck and head in a straight line. Close your eyes gently and relax the expression on your face. The eyes are gently closed. The expression on the face is relaxed. Let the tongue sit at the bottom of the mouth. Relax your shoulders. Relax your belly. Sitting comfortably with the back straight, back, neck and head in a straight line. The back is straight but not stiff. The attention is in the belly. As you breathe in, let the belly expand. As you breathe out, gently let go. Let go. Letting go of all your distractions, all unfinished business, all the swirling thoughts. Letting them go, letting them float away. Breathing into the belly, let the belly expand. Breathing out, gently let everything go and settle down. We're going to chant Om 3 times and then the opening prayers, Sahana Bhavatu. Eyes are still closed. Bring your palms together in Namaskar Mudra at the heart center. Pressing the palms together gently, touching the fingers together gently. Gently touching the back of the thumbs into the chest. Bring your attention to the hollow space between the palms. Pay attention to any vibration, any sensation, any pulsation. We're going to chant Om now. Exhale completely. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. chant. Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu Mavitvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take your hands behind your back, grab your right wrist with your left hand, and breathing in, stretch. Breathing out, bend forward in a deep sense of surrender. Come back up, breathing in, release your hands, rub your palms together to generate some heat, and gently cup your eyeballs with the hollow of your palms to transfer that heat. And blinking, open your eyes and pull your palms back like an open book. Namaskar. The prayer we just chanted is a very familiar prayer. It appears in several Upanishads. It means, Om, may we both be protected. May we both be nourished. May we work together with great energy. May our knowledge be radiant. May there be no differences or disputes between us. Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaskar. Namaskar and welcome to this orientation session for the Counselor of Hindu Tradition course. This is a 1-hour call. We promise to begin and end on time. My name is Gaurav Rastogi. I'm a board member and dean at the Hindu Community Institute. I live here in the San Francisco Bay Area, which is where we began this institute. And we are all very glad to welcome all of you to this orientation session. This session is special because it is so near and yet so far. This is the second orientation session we're doing for the 4th cohort. And this is diametrically opposite to where I live. Where you are is across the planet from where I live. So far from where we are, and yet so close in terms of the needs that you experience in your community and the way that our organizations have come together. So I feel really glad and really excited to welcome all of you to today's conversation. As we begin, I'd like to introduce you to a few folks from HCI on this call. I'd like to introduce the board members first. First up is Kailash Joshi ji is the president, founder, and of course a board member at HCI. He will be speaking right after me. I'd also like to invite you to say hello to Mukund Acharya ji is a board member at HCI and leads significant programs for us. I'd like to see if, I see Mangalaji. Mangalaji is a former board member and a resident faculty at the program. You're going to see Mangalaji, Mukundji, Kailashji, and me quite frequently through this entire course. In addition, we have Nitiji, who is the assistant registrar, and we have Ushaji, who is assistant dean. Ushaji is there with a little baby, you will see there. We are all here and we will be talking at length about the course, about what you're about to experience. And I'd like to invite you to considering the thought that you have now entered a time machine, which is to say that you will remember today, and the next thing you know, you're going to be in a similar looking call, but you'll be graduating. This has been our experience over the last 4 years, where we begin the course and next thing you know, we're graduating. So we expect to have the same excitement here. Also on the call, I'd like to invite our friends from Australia, HCA. I see Saiji and Prakashji. I'd like you to say hello to Saiji and Prakashji as well. Also from HCI, sorry, I finally see Ganpatiji, who's sitting right there. Ganpatiji is our registrar, and you will be hearing quite frequently from him. And I also have Nand Kishorji, who you probably already know because he's led our intake process for this year. And he's, other than me and Mukundji and Kailashji, everybody else is better educated. They've all done the CHT course, and we have not. Now, our objective in today's conversation, I'm going to request Kailashji to talk to you a little bit about the course, how and what to expect. And then we'll have Ganpatiji talk about the way the course is laid out, and then Usha ji will also talk about the structure of the course and the technology and everything that we use. I will come back at the end and have a few more things to say. Now, you did see me. Some of you are familiar names because we met last week as well. So I'm looking forward to this session as well as future sessions. With this, Saiji, I'm going to ask you to, would you like to say anything before I pass the mic to Kailash?
Thank you, Gaurav. I think let Kailash give an intro first, and then I'll introduce the team from Australia before we continue with the orientation.
Wonderful. Thank you, Saiji. Kailash, may I request you to please mute yourself and speak up?
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, all my colleagues here and all the newfound friends in Australia, ANZ, we call them. And what a great coming together, all of us with a single purpose. So this is a very special day for us to orient you towards the Cohort 4 Council of Hindu Tradition CHT course. I think by the way, it's good afternoon also. I can say namaste and good afternoon. It's afternoon, even though you are Sunday and we're Saturday. So, so it works out. So anyway, I think the first thing I want to say is thank you to the team that is in attendance and those who might not be able to attend today for giving an enormous boost to a program we started 3-4 years ago. In fact, many years of work had gone into this idea of bringing Hindu tradition into work in the community so it can go on for centuries and generations in a very practical institutional way. That's what HCI is all about. I think your joining and with the spirit and energy that you brought into this already is quite extraordinary. And we want to thank you for that. Saiji and the leadership there has been amazing to work with. And I think we got amazing possibilities ahead of us, which I think we'll tackle together. I think this click that happened between HCA and HCI, someday somebody will analyze this, but I can give you my quick analysis. I think what brought us together are two factors. The two things that Hindu tradition has generally lacked are a concept of Sangha. Our concept of Sangha goes for a bhajan, kirtan, and people go away. Whereas the Sangha in communities usually is a lifelong association with a purpose. The Buddhists are good at it, Christians are good at it. We did not learn that concept because we are very individualistic. We are into moksha and all those things. Anyway, I won't go there. But I think the idea, I think you have been a Sangha-based organization because how could you do an assembly of minds across Australia with such effectiveness? So that's, I think, and we've been able to gather that same momentum with our Sangha, which is very small in relative terms. And the second thing is Seva. I think you come together with the purpose of serving, and so does HCI. So I think those two powerful foundational stones is what we are both built on, and I think they have enabled us to connect so quickly and so effectively. So I want to say again, thank you very much. I think together we can do 1 + 1 = 10. I think as you will see, as this thing unravels, you will see the opportunities for all of us to go after. So I'm going to give you a very quick high-level view of HCI. First of all, we use a G as a middle name. In everybody is a G, 15-year-old or 75, 80-year-old. Everybody has a G because that is a purposeful equality and respect. And so you can use Garu and all equivalent or equally acceptable, of course. But I think that is very important that we maintain that across our common purpose and our relationships. Second point is we are a 60-40 female dominant organization as it is shaping up. And we're not surprised because I think our mission has the element of humanity and compassion. So that has naturally attracted the ladies more than men so far. And I think that's going to be one of our strengths. At board level management, in our faculty and the classroom, you will see a very sound representation. And I think that's extremely healthy for our community as well. The course, as you already have heard probably a few times, we are a 24 Sunday program. Out of the 9 months, there are 40 Sundays. We skip 16 and we conduct these on 24 Sundays, 4 hours. And on average between between October and June, we do 3 Sundays every month on average. So you spend about 12 hours in the classroom. And you spend about liberally 6 hours to do homework. Homework is very, very simple, straightforward. And the sooner you do it, the quicker you finish it. If you don't do it, then you may have to go back and watch the whole video again. And that is kind of time consuming. So 6 hours for homework every month, that's 18 hours. And this year, we're going to ask everyone to do 6 hours a month on those 9 months of community work. And we'll talk about that later on. That is the whole concept of home dollars and how our learning will be more complete if we are in parallel doing some community work as we pursue this course. So you are basically committing to 24 hours a month over the period of those 9 months. And you say, oh, okay, so that's nice and dandy. So what do I get for it? Okay, this is what you get for it. The first thing you get is a certificate, which I think would also connects you with a global network of CHTs. And anytime you have a consulting to do or some idea to be sought or to share, you have a network which is going to span through the globe. You will have a reserve of knowledge which you don't have today, or if you do, it will be enhanced significantly because you will be taught by about 40 plus experts, faculties who come in and teach all kind of topics, from geriatrics to palliative care to psychology, counseling, estate planning, health directives, all kind of topics, family matters, marriage, all those things, your knowledge. And biggest of all is that you realize yourself and your capacity to serve, and it gives you a sort of an open charter for the rest of your life to serve as you will without any restrictions. I think that's the value that you get out of this investment of time that we just talked about. And you make great friends, which we all have learned over the years. And finally, I want to give you a quick view of what our vision is. And I think we thought it was a very ambitious vision, but now it looks like, I think it may be very readily achievable. So by 2025, we want to create in 12 diaspora countries, including India, of course, 1,000 CHTs. Right now, we are probably touched 200 with all these efforts, but the takeoff is great. Second stage of rocket, you can multiply big times once we have the scaling model for teaching and managing homework and all. We also want to create 108 first of a kind Hindu chaplains, which don't exist today, out of our, and luckily we got a great accreditation for that here. You probably heard about it. And we have 3 of our brilliant CHTs have gone into the program. We have pipeline of 20, and I think we'll be able to get that number with Australia in the equation. We hope to change that limit to a much higher number. So that, again, is something we can work together on. And we want to have an online delivery system of services. We have a name for it. I will disclose that later. Dr. Mukundacharya, who is a board member here, he has a great vision of a global system, sophisticated system for online services to our community and beyond the community with authentic knowledge. And it can be global, it can be using the technology. That's our other vision. Again, I can go on and on, but I think I better respect the time. And I say thank you very much again. And very last point is that we are a transparent and an open organization, and no question is unwanted. So you please feel free to connect any one of us anytime, and hopefully we'll respond to you quickly. So with that, I say welcome again, and we see you in class exactly 1 week from now, same time, 1 p.m. Sydney time. Okay. And thank you, Saiji, again, and everybody else. Wonderful.
Thank you, Kailash. Saiji, would you like to introduce the HCA leadership on this call?
Namaste everyone for joining today. I did receive a few apologies for joining this orientation today. People have been attending for the last 2 weeks on the interviews and the introductions. So I'd like Prakash to welcome the class, and Jayaramanji, who's the co-chair, a co-chair along with me, to welcome the batch and introduce. Thank you.
Namaste, everyone. thanks to HCI to introduce this course to us, because we were actually thinking that from last year or so that we should have some kind of formal course where we can develop, and we found this through Saiji. He'll find out somewhere, or so maybe Himanshu Bhai, someone has introduced us. And so we are very excited to have this course in Australia. And you have noticed that we were expecting initially only 15-20 people might be there, but now we have around more than 50, nearly 60 registrations. So thank you everyone to join this course and showing interest. And my only request is there that though it says that 24 hours per month, but if you do regular 24 hours per month, then definitely you will not feel very hard, because it is only one day in 1 month. But we have to consistently work. Sometimes it happens because of human nature. We actually try to delay it, that okay, not today, I will do tomorrow, and then it will pile up. So please do make sure that as soon as the course is going, homework come, finish that as quick as possible, so that we can remain on top of or on continuous in line with the course. So then it will be very easy and enjoyable, because I have done many courses, such kind of course. This course I am not attending because of, as a Hindu Council president, we have so many other projects and involved in so many places. But I have noticed that once we miss it, and then it will be very hard to catch up. And then, so my request to everyone is there that we all are a very learned and very experienced community workers. So, and we have done a lot of work. So on that note, actually, I welcome you all for this orientation course. So if any, and Saiji has kindly agreed from the Hindu Council leadership to remain as a co-chair for this session, and he's doing the whole course along with this. So it will be good to note that. So that's all I want to say, and thanks for joining.
Thank you, Prakash.
Thank you, Prakash. Jayaramanji, a quick welcome.
Yes.
And
Good afternoon on a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Sydney. And of course, for you, it's a Saturday. Thank you, Prakashji, and thank you, Saiji. It's a great effort on both the sides, HCA as well as HCI side, getting together, getting the people together, and also putting the curriculum in order. I hope there are more than 70 people now coming forward to do this course. And let's hope that everybody enjoys. And it's not 24 hours a day, it's 24 hours a month. And it can be very fruitful at the end of the course. Thank you so much. And be studious, and do your homework, do your assessment in time, and ask any questions possible, maximum questions possible, so that everything is clear from in your minds about the traditions. Thank you, Joe, for joining along.
Gauraji, one more minute. I quickly introduce Gopinathji, who will be coordinating this course. Jayantiji couldn't attend today. She has some urgent thing to attend at home. So she, and also Surendra Jainji couldn't attend. He'll be helping me technically manage the course. Officially, we have 61 confirmed. We're trying to keep it to 60, but we have 61. And I think along with the committee, we are about 60, 70 people, along with the coordinators and the whole team from Australia. Over to you, Gauraji.
Thank you, Saiji, and thank you.
Just before Gauravji, I just forgot to introduce that we have a Professor Nihal Agar who is our ex-president for Hindu Council of Australia. And before that 10 years, he has done the Hindu Council as a president work, and Hindu Council has grown up because of a lot of hard work has done during his time. So now, and also Murli Dhawan, he is there. So both are going to help us. Murli Dhawan is our senior HCA Karyakarta, and he has involved a lot of earlier projects with Nihalji. So both are going to help in assessment.
Thank you, Prakashji. Thank you, Saiji. And thank you to the entire HCA leadership for all the work you've done over the decades, which has led us to this auspicious occasion. Mukundji, I'm wondering if you are able to speak for a few minutes right now. Would you mind addressing us for a couple of minutes?
Certainly. So thank you, Gauravji, and a very hearty, heartwarming welcome to everyone in the Australia-New Zealand team, ANZ. We're delighted to have you folks join our Sangha, as Kailashji is pointing out. And once you're in, we're there together for all time. So I like the emphasis that your team is putting on working to do the course well and committing the time to do it, because once you do that, as someone was pointing out, everything becomes very easy, in terms of meeting the requirements. But what's more important is that then you get a good sense of polishing some of the knowledge and skills you had, learning new things and so on, and you'll find this to be an enriching experience. As Gauraji is pointing out, Kailashji and he and I and Mangalaji, the members of the board here, are sort of in a deficit because we have never taken the course, although we each teach parts of it. So one of the takeaways I have from this is that although we are teachers here, we are also learning from you folks all the time. And the more you make it a participatory experience with us, the more all of us will benefit from it. So I'm looking forward to meeting all of you in the Sundays that I will be leading, and sharing with you some of what I have and learning from you in the process as well. So thank you and welcome.
Thank you, Mukundji. Now I'd like you to introduce you to our registrar and assistant registrar, Nitiji, as well as Ganpatiji. So Ganpatiji, please, would you talk to us about the requirements for completing the course?
Namaste, Gauraji. Namaste, all. All welcome aboard. Basically, the two major things we try to emphasize right from the beginning is class attendance and class participation, and being a part of the whole structure as we see it. Even though there are people that are teaching, the way we look at it is we are learning from each other collectively, because each of us has our own expertise and all that stuff. So it's important that we attend the classes as much as we can live, especially in the ANZ team as well as in the America team. So the homework assignment, as Prakashji pointed out correctly, that is one of the major things that we try to stress on early on, as well as the class attendance, like we said, for those who can attend the live classes. So in terms of homework, we would like to get the homework assignment submitted within 2 weeks of the class, and following that, the 2 weeks after that, we expect to have all the homeworks graded. So this has been one of the challenging items in our last 3 years, and we are improving upon it. And we also have Niti Ji as the assistant registrar, who completed her graduation just this last year, and she's also, by the way, going through the chaplain program at the GTU at Berkeley. So with that, I just wanted to mention that, Niti Ji and myself, if you look at the Sama, Dana, Beda, and Danda 4 upayas, we are at the Danda end, I can say. Whereas we talk about being helpful with letting you know that the importance of homework, and then we have a lot of faculty associates helping you all through the program. And then the last thing is we want is to make sure that you graduate at the other end of it with the golden pot on your hand, and then get ready to go and do the community service we all want you to do and you wanted to do yourself. So the last thing you want is Neeti ji and myself knocking on your door, if I may say that. So it's important that we take care of this, like Prakash ji said, take care of the homework as expediently as possible, or so it's not a burden anymore. So, but it's a fun class. It's going to be great. You're all going to be, like Garuji said, pretty soon graduating the next 9 months or so. So with that, I welcome you all, and we are very happy to be part of this big team. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Ganpati ji. Neeti ji, do you want to say hello? Just so
Yeah, sure. Namaste, everyone. I'm really excited to welcome you all. I was part of the CHT4 cohort, and I am going to offer you myself as a resource like everyone else here. I totally enjoyed the program, and that's why I wanted to volunteer myself to extend this program. So you are in for a great learning experience, a great ride, and please leverage us so that this experience is as meaningful to you all as it was for all of us here. Thank you, Gauravji.
Thank you, Neeti ji. Usha ji, I'd like to see if you want to tell us about the summary of our curriculum and our teachers.
Yeah, welcome all. This is such an exciting time for all of us. Unbelievable. You know, HCI, the 3 years that I've been associated with, very, very high energy, and thanks to the board, of course, right? And you're going to find a faculty team, right? Resident faculty, guest faculties of over 50 people, right? All very, very, very highly qualified in their own fields, very successful. And now that they've turned to learn to serve, to help us all build our community, you're only going to get the best, right? And assisting them